So, in today's episode for the Minecraft Survival series, we are going to check out that mine that we found in a previous episode. I started off by preparing and making myself an iron pickaxe and a shield, which will be very handy. Let's go and see what's in the mine. When we got to what would be our entrance to the mine, this little green creature was running around down there. He didn't sound very dangerous, but he kept running away from me. I was a little bit scared to go in there, but eventually he didn't seem to be wanting to cause me any harm, and I went into the mine. But he soon disappeared, and I ventured further into the mine until I found this spider. Now, I don't like spiders very much, but this one wasn't too much trouble dealing with, even though he did get to me a few times. And after killing him, I had to have a little bite to eat, just to heal up my health. Once my health healed up sufficiently, I took out my torches and continued on into the cave. Eventually, a skeleton started shooting at us, but that wasn't the big danger. There was a creeper coming at us. Fortunately, my shield blocked most of the explosion, but my health was low. I had to hightail it out of there to a safe space where we could just have a bite to eat and recuperate. But first I wanted to block off the mine just so that I don't get bothered by the nasties that keep spawning there. I had a light meal and went to bed, deciding that the next day will be soon enough to go back into the mine. The next morning, after a very nice nap, I ventured back into the mine, running along, deciding that this skeleton will have to be dealt with. Fortunately, having the shield with me, I could block all his arrows and he was no problem to take out at all. Continuing on, I thought it a good idea that while lighting up the mine, I should maybe just block off all these side passages that creepies could be coming out of. Looking into this one, it seemed that the mine stretches on quite a bit, and I didn't want to take a risk with any nasty creatures coming out of there while I'm exploring this shaft. Continuing on, I was amazed at all the plants and vines growing in this mine. This would be a good source for vines if we would like to make some mossy cobblestone. Another spider came across our way, and this one got stuck in his own webs. But eventually he got loose and I had to deal with him. Unfortunately, spiders and me, we are not friends. I continued lighting up the mine and eventually got to a point that looked like we are reaching the end of this main shaft. Coming to the end, I noticed a minecart with TNT. This could be a dangerous situation, because if that one explodes and I'm close by, I might not survive. Coming back to the beginning of the mine, I started looting the chests, and the first one had quite a bit of rails and some lapis and a few ropes. The ropes might be interesting. We'll have to check out what they do later on. The second chest had an amazing discovery, a silk touch book. It also had more rails and lapis and also some glowberries and rope. I took it all At this point, my inventory was starting to get quite full, but I couldn't resist. I had to check what's in these clay pots. The first one I broke only had some ash in there, but the last one had a few slime balls. I didn't expect that this early in the game. Usually I struggle finding slime, but this was a gift, and I was not going to let it lie on the floor forever. I picked it up and returned back to our safe space to drop off the loot that we have found. I placed some chests, dropped off the loot, and then returned back into the mine to collect the resources that I could see in the walls and the floors of the mine. There wasn't too many resources, but I had a few pieces of iron, and I thought it's a good idea to start smelting them up. I really need to start working and getting some armor going. Now I also found this icicles that I just broke one to check what I can do with it, and it didn't look interesting. However, the icicle bars, I will maybe try that out at some point. I collected a few more pieces of iron just so that we don't waste any coal. I'll put another piece into the furnace to smelt a total of 16, which will use 2 pieces of coal only. And then this second day in the mine was done, and I thought it's a good time to have a nap again. After sleeping the night away, I started to explore the tunnels in the mine. And I found this guy. Oh, and he's so cute. The Rascal, but when I tried to interact with him, he disappeared and I continued deeper into the tunnel. I met up with the dead end, and as I turned around I could hear the Rascal again. But when I turned around to look at him, he disappeared yet again, and I was puzzled. But I continued to start mining the resources that I could see. He appeared again, and this time he gave me a bundle. That was strange. And inside the bundle, I found 13 iron ore. Now that is interesting, and I was excited. But since the Rascal was nowhere to be seen, I continued mining the resources that I could see in the tunnel surrounding me. The next tunnel I explored seemed a little more dangerous, as I was immediately met by a cave spider. Fortunately, he got stuck behind a fence and I could easily deal with him. When I turned the corner, I noticed a lot of cobwebs, and I could hear a load more spiders. So I started dealing with the cobwebs, breaking them down, as I knew there should be a spawner inside all of these cobwebs. Going a little deeper in, I heard more spiders, and another one came at me. I dealt with this one, but he got a hit in or two, and after killing it, I have lost a little bit of health and had to eat to replenish myself. I was feeling a little better and went right back at it. I almost got killed by that last spider and decided to take a break from dealing with the spiders and recuperate my health. And then I came across the Rascal again. Now that I sort of knew his deal, I started to play his game while eating and recuperating my health. I now knew that he likes playing hide and seek, and after finding him 2 or 3 times or so, he will give me a reward. And I was looking for more iron ore and maybe something else. I'm not sure what else I can get from him, but I thought it was worth a try while recuperating my health. I found him again and he disappeared again, not giving me anything. But I was on to him, and I was sure that next time I found him, he would give me something good. I heard him appear again and went back deeper into the mine to see if I can find him. I heard him, I found him, and he took out another bundle for me. When I checked, this one had 14 pieces of iron ore, and I was feeling better. As I headed back to where my chests off to drop off my loot, I kept hearing him appear, and as I turned around, I spotted him again. So I'm thinking to myself, it's not going to hurt to play his game one more time. So I went to say hi, he disappeared again, and I went back looking for him. He made it really easy to find him, as the noises he made led you directly to him. I spotted him again in the distance and ran over. Hello, my mate. How are you? Disappearing again? I knew I must be getting close to getting another reward from him though. And I continued looking. This time he appeared again, a little bit away from me. And when I met him, he gave me another bundle, this time containing 6 gold ore. Now I was getting tired of this game and went to drop off my items. I figured that if I were to empty out these bundles, I should have quite a bit of iron ore available to me. And I continued to do so, emptying the first one and the second one, and then I decided to just take the gold ore out as well. Even though I don't need any gold right now, I thought, let's just empty it so we could keep track of all the ores that we collect. I started placing all the iron ore so that I could mine it, and in the process got quite a bit of raw iron. I continued down to the furnace to smelt some more of the raw iron that I had. I went up and decided to get rid of this spider spawner. I don't need more spiders in my life. I continued exploring the mines and eventually came onto this minecart with a chest. After checking the caves, I came back to the minecart with the chest and opened the chest and found some very decent loot. A golden apple and a few gold ingots, together with wheat, rope, rails, and a few pieces of coal. By this time, my iron sword was getting onto its last legs, and I decided to pick up the iron from the furnace and returned up to the surface to check up on our villagers, and also to make some iron armor. When I got to the surface, it was the end of the day. The sun has already started to set. I quickly ran over to one of the farms to make sure that our villagers are okay, but lazy like they are, they were already on their way to bed. The sun isn't even down yet, and they are going to bed, which is probably okay. They get up early to do the farm work. Hello friend, how are you? Do you think anybody has subscribed to this channel yet? Maybe left a like? I don't know, we're going to have to see. But don't worry, keep guarding. I went back into the tavern and immediately opened the crafting table to craft a new sword or two and a full set of iron armor. We have made some good progress, but for now I'm going to sleep comfortably in the bed in this tavern. The next morning, first off I made some shears. They could come in handy. Good morning friend, how have you been during this night? I've got a surprise I want to show you. Yes, I think you will love it. Just hold on, I'll show you. But don't look. Bada bing! Nice and shiny, don't you think? Hopefully this will help. I continued by collecting some food. Potatoes it was going to be, as I've got a furnace to cook them. And I continued to raid the mine, picking up resources. I also collected some of the vines, because who doesn't need vines, and they're growing all over the place. We found a chest during our exploration, and this one had a few nice goodies, some redstone and rope and a golden apple. That was going to be really handy going forward. Continuing through the mine, I found another spider nest, and this time I felt more confident in dealing with the spiders, since I had a full suit of iron armor. I knew I couldn't be too comfortable, but at least it offered some protection. We continued on and found another chest, and oh boy, this one had me excited. I don't know what this blue bomb is, but the 2 diamonds I know definitely very well what I can do with. I also found a name tag in this chest, so we could finally name our friend. Further along we found a very helpful creeper, as he helped us to deal with a few spiders along the way. Eventually another spider nest was discovered, and these spiders almost got me. I barely got away with half a heart worth of life, and I needed to run away. Eventually we found another chest with a few goodies, but nothing too good. Another name tag will always come in handy. We continued to find more creepers down in the mine, and this one blew up in the water, so it didn't do any damage to anything. We also fell down a deep hole and found this amazing looking lush cave. But as my food was getting low again, I didn't stay to check it out. We know where it is, we can always come back later. I continued out of the hole and killed a crayfish. It gave me some food, but nothing too good. I mean, I could cook the crayfish to get cooked crayfish, but I couldn't do anything else with it. Oh well, I finished the day by playing the Rascal's game again to see what he would give me this time. As per usual, the 3rd time that I found him, he handed over a bundle, and this time we got an iron pickaxe in the bundle. It was getting late in the day and I thought, I've done enough exploring of this mine for now. We got some pretty good loot, but I want to start with a new project. I want to really thank you for joining me on this adventure. And I take it that if you got this far in the episode, you did like it. So please leave a like. And if you would like to stay up to date with new content, please follow me. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. May your pickaxes forever be sharp, and you should have a good day.